Yep.
Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm so sorry for the delay today. Apparently my partner Star didn't let me know that he wasn't going to be here. So, you're going to be stuck with me, okay? Sorry, can you hold on for a bit? A bit loud. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Hi. Okay, so if I'm looking down a lot because my laptop is right here, so please don't mind. Okay. Anyway, you're stuck with me. My name is Jillian, and we've been hosting the Orion Trading Academy live trading for the past week now. Please bear with us. Okay, we're trying out a live system, and behind the camera we have our very lovely Edmund.
Hey guys.
Thank you. Yes, very hard at work. So he's in charge of all the fancy things you see here, my green screen, all the tricks that you're gonna see. Okay, so because we're a little late today, maybe I can just go through the signals very quickly first. Just the page of the signals and a general direction. The blank one, right?
Yeah. Oh, give me a second.
It's okay, no worries. So in the meantime, right, I wanted to take this chance to first shame some of my colleagues because I did ask for a few traders to sit in with me to allow you guys to experience them trading live, but we're all camera shy, so let's not, I won't take offense. Anyway, so maybe I'll do a little recap of what's been happening over the week, Monday to Thursday so far. Oh yeah, it's here. Okay, so we have Star with us, right? But everything has been good. We've been making positive gains the whole week, and now we're at Friday. Our signals are up, and today we have two currency pairs that we are trading. So we have the Aussie USD as well as the Pound Yen. So maybe I'll touch on the Aussie USD first. Both signals are actually a buy. So for the Aussie dollar, we enter the market at 0.64550, stop loss at 0.6435, take profit at 6475, and second take profit at 6490. So what this means is that you want to hit the entry line within 5 pips before hopefully the market moves up. Okay, so for the Pound Yen, the same logic but in different numbers. You enter the market at 182.9500, stop loss at 182.75, first take profit at 183.25, and second take profit at 183.4. Okay, so currently, while Edmund is setting up the signal page and the 4 lines for me to show you guys the Forex chart, it seems that the Aussie dollar is moving downwards and closer to the entry level. And if you are looking at 5 pips, you're quite close into the range. We're not sure if our professional trader has made any moves yet, but if you guys are watching and if you guys are already on standby, this might be a good time for you to take a look at the screen and watch the market, watch the candle movements, and notice any trends that you might see. So based on my own perception, and I did my homework, okay, every trader needs this. It's a trading journal. You guys need to do this and have this for yourself, okay? Before signals come out, you definitely need to take a look at the overall market trend. So how we do that is usually by day, hour 4, hour 1, minute 15, and minute 5. So for the Aussie dollar, what I have on hand is a general uptrend. It seems that if you were to follow the signals today, it does look like a very good sign. As always, Star and I will suggest for you to practice precaution. And I miss having a co-host, just saying, but Edmund's hard at work as well. It's just you guys can't see him, so it's just me.
Yes, I'm just the voice behind camera.
Alright.
So, I'm almost done.
Okay, no worries. So in the meantime, we do have our live trading session in the next room opposite me. And a few of our traders seem quite excited today, usually because Friday is a little bit more exciting compared to the other days. It's a bit faster. I'm gonna leave this. Okay, so now that Edmund has prepared the 4 lines and the signals, thank you very much. Maybe we'll start with the Aussie USD since it's moving faster. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Okay, if you guys notice the Aussie dollar, at the bottom part of the red candle nearest within our time zone, it actually has already hit within the 5 pips range. So if you guys actually want to buy a long, it might have been a good time for you to enter as the green is quite strong right now. Usually when this happens, sometimes you might miss your chance, but don't worry about it if you don't, because if the price does get pushed down once more, because it seems that there is some resistance at the top over there, you might have another chance to enter again. I would suggest maybe watch the Aussie dollar for now, because pound yen is not moving in either direction. But anyway, yeah, usually if Star were beside me, he would tell me just wait, don't worry, you'll have your chance to enter the market. You know, because I used to be very kanchong, right, we would say, faster enter the market, and I'm afraid to miss my chance. But sometimes it's better if you don't enter, so it really depends on what kind of trader you are. But I think that if you're looking to be an institutional or professional trader even, risk mitigation is the #1 policy that you have to follow. Okay?
Amanda Yap says, hi Julian.
Oh, hello Amanda. Very nice of you to pop by. Maybe you could come into the room and trade as well.
Then JG Go say, hi Pips, thank you for the tips. Love face.
Thank you, love face, back to you.
Cool.
So cute. I hope you guys are trading. Watch the market. I think if anything, you guys can always ask advice from our professional traders, right?
Definitely.
So, okay, maybe we'll take a look now at the pound yen.
Alright, let's see.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, let's take a look at pound yen, where it's still in between the entry and take profit position, so no worries about that yet. But again, pound yen usually moves a little quicker, so I think that you guys should pay attention as well. Usually when there are two currency pairs, there are some traders who choose just one to focus on, while others will do two pairs together. Oh look, suddenly there's action. Usually we don't get action until like 1 to 2 p.m. But okay, fantastic. Yeah, so today's strategy is a buy, right? Maybe I'll touch very briefly on strategy 2. So for new viewers, strategy 2 means it is something you execute when your first strategy of the buy doesn't work, which means it is the exact opposite. So when it hits the TP1 line or within 5 pips of the TP1 line, you do a sell instead. So of course, that is totally up to your prerogative. Everyone has a different trading style. Most importantly, we always encourage everyone to exercise precaution. I think that with the general market trend moving upwards, there is a possibility of the price to bounce back and fight a little bit at resistance levels, but again, always be careful. And you know, I believe that as new traders, you should always take note of the lot size you're playing, how much risk you are risking, how much of the capital you're risking. I think it's very, very important. As a general rule of thumb, we always say that as a new trader, please do not risk more than 1% of your capital, because right now we're still not very familiar with how the trade goes, right? Okay, so maybe I'll just follow up on the pound yen. It looks like it is moving upwards to TP1 for sure. So when we take a look at TP1, it's 183.250, and 5 pips away, which will be within the range, is 183.200. So currently we're still hovering there, but you know, pound yen moves fast, and over the last few days we have experienced instances where when the signal comes out, pound yen straight away reaches the entry level. So if you are keen on catching this pair today, please be careful. Please take note, pay more attention to it, okay? Okay, let's see. Okay, so far, I would actually like to ask for, you know, a professional trader's opinion on what position they would take today, but you guys are stuck with me and none of them want to come into the room, so. Okay, so
I think we can take it
right.
today with you know, us amateurs.
Right,
Just
exactly.
to show how it goes.
Correct. So I'm so sorry, but you know, generally I've been doing okay, I guess, because maybe I share a bit more about myself. Okay, I have to add some credibility, right?
I think honestly you've been doing great. So
Oh.
great job so far, honestly.
Thank you very much. Yeah, last week I did a 60% profit, so I think so far so good. It's just I'm very lucky to have Star to actually help me out over here, that's why. And over here we do have our copy trading as well. This morning we just touched on it, right, Edmund?
Yeah, that was fantastic. We had very fantastic results. Most of them did well, and they shared, like testimonials of how they actually did really well by following some of our professional traders here in the trading floor. Today, it's not really set up today, but if you join us, you follow us for next week onwards, right? You will get to see more of this, and you'll see much more traders around, and also you'll also see Star coming back next week. Don't miss it. If you haven't followed us on our pages on Facebook, on YouTube, or Twitter, or wherever you are watching this stream on, just head over, click the like, follow us, and then also we have a mystery gift coming up. We also will be providing 7 days of free signals and also a free ebook on Forex 101. All you need to do is just follow this stream, and at the end of this stream we will reveal how you can actually take part and grab these goodies for yourself, all worth more than a few $100s.
Very exciting. Thank you for sharing, Edmund. I think that Forex signals are very precious, especially signals that have been profitable over the last 5 years, 5 to 7 years of records that we have. And the trades have actually been profitable about 76% of the time. So I think, in the world of Forex, it's actually quite an impressive number if you think about it, because when you look at maybe shares, stocks, bonds, you don't get a yield like that. Definitely in the morning when we were comparing cryptocurrency, that's a different ball game. We can't beat everyone, right? I mean, all of you, I'm sure you're familiar with Bitcoin. So
Yes.
everyone wants to be a millionaire. So do I.
Definitely, for sure. And at the end of the day, yes, there's always some risk involved. Always talk to a professional, a trained professional, whenever you're going to invest in any products. Everything that we mention in this live stream is for information purposes only. Please do not take it word for word. Just make sure you do your basic homework first. Things you can see, you can observe, you can learn from us is basically the price points that we're going at, and also how we are executing it and how we are analyzing the trade. But as usual, it's at the end of the day, when it comes to investing your own money, to make sure you do your own homework, your due D, alright?
Always do your due diligence, right?
Yes.
Everybody in Singapore says that as well, and I think it's not for show.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's very important. As much as we do want to share the good news with you, we do want you to be a part of us. I feel that seeing is believing. You have to experience it for yourself. That's why we're giving this opportunity for free. But at the same time, always do your own research, and I believe that all of you are educated enough. I believe that all of you have the right tools to actually help you understand better. If you need any help, do not hesitate to reach out. We're always here to provide any assistance needed as well. And I'm sure you guys have your own expert friends at home. You have your own circle of friends who actually trade as well. Feel free to always counter check with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that being said, right, every Tuesday we actually have a live training session.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need help, you need some advice from actual experienced traders, right, do drop by to our office, and if you don't know the address, drop us a message on whichever channel you are watching this from, and we will just send you the relevant information. Drop by every Tuesday and join us and have your questions answered by professional traders, and reduce the risk, right? We always talk about risk management.
Definitely. So, a bit of sharing from my end as well. I had no trading experience when I first came in here about 4 to 5 months ago. And ever since learning from them, I feel that I've really improved a lot in terms of my knowledge. They're really, really very helpful, and they've played a great role in, for me to even be sitting here sharing to you guys about our strategies, about what we're doing today, and even carrying the Forex channel trade as far as, we're trying it out. So it's quite, personally, I do enjoy it very, very much, and I have received a lot of help that I am very thankful for. Okay, so let's move back to the pound yen right now.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. It's kind of still hovering, but it is getting closer to the TP1 line. Word of precaution, right, Star? And I would always like to suggest that if today's strategy is according to a buy, and this is going in the opposite direction, you always need to be extra careful. It's not that it doesn't work, because we do have statistics and we have proven strategies. It is just that usually when the market is an overall uptrend for a lot of the time frames, I think it kind of sends a message as a trader as well, right?
That's right.
So for a professional trader, I'm sure maybe our Xiao Andy or even Rico, our best traders in the office here, they will know what to do. So maybe we will check in with them and see if they've made an order right now.
Okay, let's take a look. So far, nothing has happened yet. No order has been placed yet. So they are following according to our strategy, which is within 5 pips around to the price point itself before we even think about making any initiatives on our own to enter, whether to short or to long, or strategy 1 or 2. It should follow the rules that we set out, which is basically around 5 pips to the price point, the line that you are seeing over there. So as of this point, we do not see any entries yet. That is still according to our strategy.
Fantastic. Yes, that is another very important point that all traders who are following our strategy should be aware of. We're always talking about the 5 pips, but the range is actually 3 to 5. So why we talk about this 5 pips range is that, signals can come out, but at the same time, it is still a trader's prerogative to make sure that, as long as it's within the range, you can decide for yourself whether you want to take action on the trend. However, please note that if you do take an action already and it goes the way you want, it means that the trade is completed for the day. So for example, for pound yen today, right, if let's say we enter a sell when it reaches near the TP1 line and it goes back down to the entry, which means you've profited from that sell, don't go into a buy at the entry level again. We would not recommend it. Our signals usually they work best the first round. Okay, we have proven track records of this, and it's very, very important to be cautious as well, like we keep repeating that, I know, but it's really, really a very important lesson that all of you need to ingrain into yourselves. Okay.
Right, cool. So looking back at the prices, we still do not see too much activities. We also checked the events calendar today, and there was not much. No big news today, especially in the Europe region. There's nothing much, so we can expect a slightly low volatility until 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. where the Frankfurt markets and the London markets open up, and that's when we will start to see high volatility, high swings, and going accordingly, hopefully, to the price points that we have set and you have seen on the chart over there right now. So
okay, yeah, definitely. The guys behind our team have been very, very hardworking. Instead of us traders just taking a look at the overall trends, they actually do help us keep a lookout for market news so that we can actually broadcast this to you guys as well, because market news is actually very, very important whenever you're taking a forex trade, because usually, right, each movement, each candlestick, sometimes it ranges from like 10-20 pips, but during the release of market news, that's when you actually can see spikes of 40 pips in any direction. So that's why it's very, very important for you to always stay updated, keep on the trends, keep on the lookout. Forex is something that is dominated by micro and macroeconomics. That's ultimately, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Things like CPI, non-farm payroll, even PPI, right? A lot of acronyms. But the thing is, this does affect the price volatility on a daily basis. So it's always good to keep a lookout. There are a few trusted sites here and there, but if you're interested to know what are these trusted sites that we use, do follow us, drop us a message, and we will reply you all this juicy information that you will need in your future as a potential trader.
Definitely. Okay, so we're still looking at the charts and we don't see any notable actions. So maybe let's just take a break for now. But the moment our little trader enters a trade, we'll be back to update you guys on the situation.
Definitely, for sure. So, meanwhile, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, do let us know in the comments below. And during this slight pause, slight break, we will be back as soon as the price starts to fluctuate. Alright, we are back here.
Okay, we're back because why? Our expert trader Xiao Andy has finally made a move, and we're looking at the pound yen right now. So earlier on with the two pairs, right, it's actually very close. Both are within the range for you to make a move, but he has chosen the pound yen. Edmund and I were discussing just now as well, and the news seems very, it's a tough fight, right?
Exactly, right. We are not very sure because first of all it's a Friday and it's going to end the week, so a lot of traders are looking at not just the intraday charts like the minutes, they're also looking at the daily chart, they're also looking at the weekly chart, and a lot of indecision is happening, and especially on a day to close the week and with no major news coming out, so everyone is on a very indecisive kind of like attitude right now as reflected on the intraday charts. So looking at what's happening right now at this point, our professional trader, he entered for a sell, which is
strategy
strategy 2.
That's right.
Yeah, so we look forward to what happens as we reach the first hour candle to be closed at 1 p.m.
Yes, that's right. So as you can see with I've entered a sell myself according to strategy 2 near the TP1 level at pound yen, since we are in the range, and hopefully for us it will go down, but again, forex is really unpredictable, and we can only try to read each candle as much as we possibly can. Again, today's news is quite indecisive, as Edmund has mentioned, because the market is still in fluctuation, although the US market seems to be countering inflation very well. Or rather, inflation has been, it's on the rise, definitely.
Exactly. Right, so if you take a look at the chart over here on the pound yen, let's take a look at the hourly chart so that we can have a little more clearer look at what's happening. Let me just transit over to this screen. As you can see over here, we are seeing this huge movement over there. You can look from the past, our lines, our price points quite connected to major volatility switches on the hourly chart. As you can see, it's all looking back the left. On the history side, you can see it's a pretty decent kind of strategy to actually go with.
Oh gosh, look!
Oh.
Okay,
so
my goodness,
right now,
okay.
Right, so we are seeing push up.
Very strong push, actually.
Yes, it's a very strong push.
Very strong push.
So nowhere. But it could be because of the hourly candle, right? It closed over there.
I mean, we're not too sure yet, but let's take a look, because this is where we're going to be prepared to make a second sell.
That's right,
okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the 5 minutes chart and see what's going on. Wow, it looks significant. Right.
It's very significant, and it looks like Xiao Andy has actually made his second sell already.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Which means that we do have to shift our stop loss 10 pips.
Up.
Yes.
TP2.
Yeah, that's right. And
so,
once we hit, we have to take profit, right? Once it drops back down, let's hope for that. News is moving very fast today, so
exactly.
We'll stay with you guys as long as he's here as well.
Yep, as long as it's in the trade, we will be here.
Correct.
We will accompany you guys, so stay tuned with us, and let's write this out together.
Oh dear, oh gosh, look at that.
Oh, it's
okay.
It's a very powerful
very strong green candle.
Yeah. So generally, basically, if you decide to go with strategy 1 previously, right, at this point we actually have closed the trades and we'll be done for the day. So as you can tell, our trader also closed his trade for today, and we'll see what goes on later.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. Okay, so this is really super quick. We didn't expect this because there's no market news coming out at 1 p.m. today. And just now Edmund mentioned if you did go with strategy 1, however, it didn't reach our entry level.
Exactly.
Okay, so Xiao Andy actually made the right move, and maybe let's just talk a little bit about this. If you close your trades off at a loss, it's fine. You know why? Because we've been winning the past 4 days already.
Exactly.
If you
whole week.
Exactly. If you're just gonna swallow a loss for this one time, I think really honestly it's very fair, and a strategy which gives you a fighting chance at 80% profits and 20% losses. Star and I always agree that, you know what, take your losses, it's fine. We come back again, you know, stronger next week, okay? Because yeah.
Exactly right. You're talking about risk management here is very important.
Yeah.
Do not risk more than a few percentage of your account.
Definitely.
Actually, 1%, 2% is quite a lot already.
It's quite a big risk already, especially if you're playing with a decent amount of money still.
Yes. Now we look at pound yen. There was a sharp rise, and then now it's slowly retracing
Yes.
back.
Oh dear.
That's the thing about markets, right? We do not know.
You never know.
Yeah,
For sure.
We have these spikes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes it goes back, sometimes it doesn't. But we just follow our strategy.
Correct.
Control our risk management, fix the amount of stop loss, the pips. We must have everything in place, like our strategies.
Definitely.
So these 4 price points, as you can see, it helps to serve as a very strong visual guide.
Yes.
Right? So in these moments where you have to go on autopilot, you have to lose all your emotions.
Exactly.
You can really if you start diving into being a human and letting your emotions get the better of you, is at this point you might be like, okay, I'm just going to go in more and go in more.
Exactly.
And, so always do what it takes, right, to control your risk. Be it a partner beside you, giving you advice, or be it a community like we have every day from 12 to 4 p.m. with our traders in the office, right, doing the trades. Or find a buddy. It doesn't matter. Make your choice, but make sure you have some risk management measures in place.
Definitely. I think what Edmund has mentioned is really, really very, very important as a trader, because a lot of us, we are governed by human emotions. We all just want to follow the trend. When you see a big spike up like that, you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy, because you're hoping that it's gonna shoot up even more. That's when you get more profits, right?
Exactly.
But look at the candle going down right now. Currently the market is still making a move, so we don't know what's gonna happen yet. Okay, so because our professional trader has exited his earlier trade, is he in another trade right now?
He actually entered a short.
Okay, sure. That's okay. Because ultimately, it still follows our strategy with a second short at the line where it hit the stop loss level. So we are going to see if he actually cashes out when it hits his, our initial TP1 level, because that is what our strategy calls for. And that means that he might actually break even for the day. So let's take a look.
Exactly, we are all excited over here. But as you can see, this is a fight between the bulls and the bears.
Yeah.
And we can see that it's touching the price point again. So our TP lines, you can see our price points are really accurate, right?
Yeah.
Insanely
definitely.
accurate. So after this pop up, right? The previous 5 minutes candle, it popped and then closed below the TP2 line. Right, so as you can see, right, so that's a good cause for us to go down. But although the market is quite violent right now at this point, perhaps it's the 1 hour candle. So perhaps more traders are looking at the 1 hour candle chart at this point.
Yeah, definitely. So we're still waiting to see what happens next. If Star were here right now, his face wouldn't change, his expression wouldn't change.
Exactly, he has this poker face, right? This is perfect for trading, perfect for traders.
Exactly, really. He'll tell me, calm down, just see what happens next.
Exactly, right?
So
our trader actually exited earlier because he saw some resistance on TP1. Perfect, because if let's say this 5 minutes candle closed above TP1, then it might actually be a small retracement and it might actually hit back up. So great choice by our trader over here. He already closed the account. Let me just take a quick look. Yes, he made about like $51.
Okay.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think for pound yen, it might be it for today. We do not know. But yeah.
Fantastic. But I mean, taking a look at Aussie dollar, if you did actually enter a short at TP1, it seems that the things are slowing down over there right now for you. But again, our professional traders didn't enter a short earlier on, right?
Yes, he did not enter short because he was focused on the pound yen.
Yes.
Also, one of the risk management advices we have is to focus. Yes, we have price lines, and it's good to open the trades. It's also good to monitor them as much as possible.
Definitely.
Be serious about it, right? Just focus on that one trade or two trades, not more than that, because human nature starts to kick in.
Yes.
Emotions start to override every logic when it comes to this, because it's money, it's real money, right? So focus, right? Discipline yourself, follow price points, price lines, and follow our professional trader.
Exactly. I mean, it's really fantastic the way that he's improved over the months, right?
Exactly.
And you can see how fast the market actually moves. It actually takes a lot of control, a lot of focus for you to just click on the mouse right now and decide, okay, I'm out. I'm taking my profit, I'm running away. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Let's look at the charts again. Let's see what's happening. As we can tell, the 5-minute candle is closing at above TP1, which might indicate somewhat of a bullish movement.
Might, right? I mean, we still don't know what's going to happen. It seems that the wick is very long on both candles, even for the positive one. And, maybe we'll take a look because, again, as Edmund said, the 5-minute candle is going to close and the next 5-minute candle is going to form very, very soon. I think that for Aussie dollar, you guys are still pending around the TP1. So, if you guys have not entered a sell for Aussie dollar, it might be your chance again very soon when it hit 5 pips, so 0.64700. That would be the range that you are going to make a sell at if you do want to enter the market.
Exactly. So let's take a closer look at the charts over here. As you can scroll in a bit more. As you can see, it's really fluctuating around TP1. In fact, right at this point where we're talking about it, it's actually heading up. It could be a possibility that it's hovering around the 0.647 range, which might be a small little psychological number, rounded number over there. So we'll see how it goes as it fights around the 647 range. And that's pretty much it for Aussie. Yes, actually, okay, right. So it's struggling right now.
Yeah.
It's really struggling to go upwards. And it's hovering between the 5 pips of that TP1 that we are talking about. So in this moment, usually what we do is we hold back, we observe, let the candles run a bit more, and then we will decide, because these kind of things you gotta be patient, right? You gotta take your time. Don't rush into decisions. Make sure you see more confluences, see more of the right price action movement that is towards your bias for the day, be it for short or for long.
Definitely, I think great advice for sure. And this is not just advice you get from trading in a day. It actually takes a few months and years even for people to come up with advice like that. So since let's see. Okay, Aussie dollar, there's not much action, but pound yen, I'm not sure if you've exited your trade yet, but it seems like there is some sort of resistance at the top. So a lot of action still going on, and human emotion, right? When you see such a big spike like that, you definitely get scared. You will definitely get affected. Okay,
Yes,
unless
sure.
you're a seasoned trader for years, that's very different.
Exactly, right? Because all this is real money, and when real money is involved, your emotions start to correlate to what you see that affects a possible future.
Exactly.
And everything is arbitrary, right? It might or might not actually happen.
Yeah.
But once you get right along with that impulse, right? It's always good to have someone beside you, or experienced trader, especially with us over here, to actually guide you, to calm you down, to show you, hey, this is just volatility, right?
Yes.
It is forex, right? Prices goes up, goes down. It's a major pair, or minor pair, and there's this kind of things. It comes and goes. So you got to calm yourself down, especially on the psychological aspect.
That's right. He's very right. I mean, even for me, right? I still jump when I see all these candles. I'm like, oh. So if you're actually not quick enough, you could be stopped out by a even larger candle in the future if you don't react quick enough, and that's very bad. That's why your lot size and your risk control is so important, because the moment something unpredictable like this happens, it really flies, and when it flies in a direction that you don't want it to, that's when you're really going to regret not taking proper risk management strategies for yourself. Okay, and you're gonna think back to that moment and, you know, figure out why did I want to risk like 20% on one trade.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right. So, like what Gillian said, right? So this kind of trades, right? Yes, they make good, valuable lessons. Yes, but what we want to do is to, you know, lessen the amount of monetary losses in the shortest amount of time possible. So if 1-2 losses can, you know, change your mind, reframe it to have less risk, that would be perfect. But most human nature, as it is, we understand that it might take a while and some time, but still, as long as you learn how to, at the end of the day, to control your risk, you know, set certain amounts that you are okay with losing or winning per day. You know, set targets for yourself. Don't try not to be greedy. Follow our strategies. Look at the price point. Risk 1 to 2%. And then we'll take things from there. As you can see from now, pound yen, right?
Yeah.
It's trying to close below TP1.
It is actually. So you know, because I was so excited earlier on watching Xiao Andy's trade, I'm actually still holding on to mine.
You're holding on to
Yes,
yourself?
I'm still holding on to my sell. Okay, so
Excellent.
right now I'm in the green.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So let's see how this pound yen actually
Let's see how
unfolds.
pound yen plays out. So I'm gonna close my second sell at the higher point right now to just secure some of my profits first. When it dropped down, I think it definitely makes more sense, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
that'll be a good time.
exactly.
Especially you see because the fourth candle behind,
Yes.
it's around that struggle zone. That
Exactly.
area. So it'd be wise that if you have actually opened a sell above earlier. Across the TP1 line to actually close your position.
Yeah, it looks like it's fighting, and I'm a bit worried, you know, because look at it bounce back again.
Yep. As long as it hovers around that TP1 line.
I think, yeah, exactly.
Of
So
183.25, we are pretty much good to go
Yeah.
for strategy 2, right?
Exactly. So, you know, very quick today. So 1 p.m. pound yen is done.
Exactly. So like
It's
what
crazy,
Gillian mentioned
yeah.
earlier, Fridays usually it ends really fast. Historically, according to what we have over here, we have been practicing this strategy for many years.
Yes.
Over this accuracy of high accuracy rate. So if you guys are interested to know more, all it takes is just to follow us and drop us a message. You can even give this live a like. Right, it helps us to deliver more better and more relevant content to you. If you're into trading or you're just starting out, do not worry. We are here to help you. We're here to guide you along. Today we might not have our experienced trader with us today, besides Gillian, but we will still
Definitely, we'll try our best, and I believe that they've taught us well too.
That's right.
So, you know, give us a little bit of credit also. We've definitely caught some great tips from them because they're really good teachers, and I finally closed off both my trades.
Wow.
Let's see. So I made a bit of losses for my my first entry point, right?
Okay.
But I'm a bit afraid of volatility right now. So overall, I'm still in the green.
Oh, wow.
Because I secured the profits for that second buy, right? Second sell, sorry. So, you know, I think it's really quite good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
To always aim to be in the green.
Exactly.
Right? To celebrate your small wins.
Exactly.
No matter how small it is,
Mm.
do take note that this is a market where there's 90% that are in the red.
Correct.
So always celebrate your greens.
I think so. And Star would always tell me that, a good trade is a winning trade.
Yes.
Yeah, or rather, every winning trade is a good trade, no matter how small your win is.
Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So like what Gillian mentioned, if there is a gain, no matter how small the gain is, take it.
Yes.
Because markets are ever changing, and for our strategy, usually once it goes past the price points, we are pretty much done.
Yes, that's right. So one for pound yen, for example, it was a strategy 2 extended. So why we call it extended is because you did have to make that second sell. Oh no, it's going down again.
It's going down even more, but however, if you have secured your profits,
exactly. You've secured your profits, it is considered as a done deal. The trade is finished for the day. Don't try your best, or rather we would definitely not recommend re-entering another position for a long or even a second short once again.
Exactly.
So
if you look back at the Aussie dollar, right, you realize that if you have done strategy 2, and then went in at near the TP1 line, you can see it's slowly heading back down to the entry point itself. So let's see how things go and observe from there.
Yeah, let's see how things go, and of course, hopefully those of you who have entered the Aussie dollar are holding on to your trade still, because it's still not even within the 5 pips of where you should take your profits. So what the reason for that is we want to maximize as much profits as you can on the great days, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So don't every time you do trade, right, just take note, always have to remind yourself, because at the end of the day, you can learn all these techniques and so on and so forth, but always make sure that you're in control of your mind, right? So it's pretty much a psychological thing. Every single time you start trading again, just make sure you have a mantra or some principles you can remind yourself, or a friend beside you, or if you don't, even if your friend is not physically available, there's phones, there's WhatsApp, there's all sorts of medium of communication nowadays. Make sure you get someone, or have something or some guidelines. If you're very self-disciplined, that would be perfect, right? Set yourself some rules and make sure you punish yourself if you break those rules. Make sure you actually execute the punishments and to condition your mind to make sure that you will do your most optimal when it comes to trading.
Yeah, definitely, because again, humans, we are driven by greed and fear, and everybody wants that TP2.
Yes.
Everybody wants that double profit. Everybody wants to see your trades make it to the sky, right? If you're buying, like it's a lingo, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, but again, I think that most importantly, in such a volatile environment, if you can actually have a strategy that works for you, even a small win is really fantastic, because for example, right, if let's say you are betting 1 pip, okay, so for the pound yen earlier on, the TP2 to TP1 level ran 15 pips, and 1 pip is actually $10, okay, so that would mean that you actually made about $100 if you place your trade very, very, very well on your second sell. And it is quite decent to actually make $100 to $150 US dollars in a day. Maybe let's take a look at what Xiao Andy made.
Alright, so let's take a look over here. As you can see, the previous trade was at a negative $49.42, and then subsequently he made back $51.52.
Okay.
So not too bad.
Yeah.
A win is always a win. We will hold on to that, and we will observe also, because our trading hours is always from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. on a daily basis. Every weekday you will see us, whether our main traders, they will be trading on a daily basis, regardless of the weather, regardless of the holidays, day in, day out. We are here because we know our strategy is really useful, is really working, and all you need to do is just to follow the price points.
Definitely.
And, for the coin.
I think it's very, very important because everyone can provide you resistance and support levels. Anyone can give you signals, but I think the most important thing about trade is execution.
Yes. It's when you start to click that button and you start to think about all the possibilities, and you're not wrong, but you're not right either, right? So try to maintain your composure, because that's the only thing that gives you a conclusion of whether it's going to be a green day or it's going to be a red day, right?
Exactly, and you always want more greens than reds.
Yes.
Right.
Coming back to the point, if you're on a green day, it's very, very important to not be greedy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
That's why set your expectations of that gain for the day. Once you hit that objective, please close your
Yes.
software,
Yes,
walk outside, go have a breather, get a drink.
It's true, it's really true. I think it's so important to actually set that objective for yourself, because if you don't, you're just, I want more, I want more, I want more.
Yes, and then when it comes to more trades, the possibilities of you might be losing increases, right?
Yeah,
So-
that's right.
Yeah, so like at the end of the day, we are here to earn some, extra cash or a full-time income depending on your futures, your goals that you've set for yourself, right? So make some greens, get out, go for a drink, come back after a good amount of time. I would suggest around 15 minutes or so, right, before you even think of actually entering another trade.
Yeah, because ultimately it's a whole mental game, right?
Yes.
You are here, you're focused, you want to know what's going on, you always want to be watching that market and that candle for any sign of a change in trend.
That's right, that's right. So at the end of the day, if you're feeling tired, don't trade. If you're feeling confused, don't trade.
Yeah, that's
Right?
right.
If you're happy, you're drunk, don't trade. Right? So always make sure that at the end of the day, it is a very serious thing. Take it seriously, and the markets will respect you for it, and you will get reward for that. If you don't respect it, you decide to treat it like a casual thing. That's what the world will. The world will send you, what you deserve.
No, I mean to put it that way,
To put it a
right?
bit bluntly.
No,
yes.
it's okay. I think in essence, right, it's always better to be straightforward. There's no need to sugarcoat the world of trading. I feel that a lot of people have such high expectations of it, right? We all have this dream like, okay, I'm gonna be a one-hit wonder. I'm gonna get rich quick.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's where it happens, right? So over here at our academy, right, we provide these price points, and we heavily emphasize on coming down to our trading floor to do the actual trades and to follow our rules, because we want to help you guys, right? We know from experience itself how difficult it is, how tempting it is to just put on more positions, and more positions,
That's
bursting
right.
your accounts, and then topping it up and repeating that cycle, that vicious cycle. We over here at this academy, we are very well versed with it. We have dealt with a lot of students that came with us, and we have advised them to follow our 4-line strategy and make sure they are here present in the moment,
That's
because
right.
that is very powerful. It's a very powerful psychological thing for humans in general, right? As long as you feel like, oh no, someone's looking at us, right? Maybe I should reconsider, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, when I have stopped staring at, okay, he doesn't stare, but I feel the gaze.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
he's looking at me whether I'm making, any silly decisions like I used to in the past. So I think that, having him actually watch over me for the past few days, it kind of helped me cultivate better habits.
Yep.
And I feel that these are the habits that I really need to keep moving forward.
Exactly.
Yeah, like if you want to succeed in something, right, you do it in small steps and eventually you're going to start running.
Yes.
So-
Yes. Always think twice, consider again. If it helps you,
Yeah.
you could also type it out on a
Yeah.
WhatsApp message. You can send it to someone. Hi, I'm going to go in at this price. I'm going to go in at estimated TP at a certain price range according to our strategy. And then send it to that person, that friend, can be family. You could even send it to yourself. So it adds that additional psychological step to give you a few more additional minutes for you to consolidate your mind.
I think so. I mean, accountability, right?
Yes,
I
correct.
think very,
Accountability.
accountability and discipline, risk mitigation, they're all very, very important aspects and very important personality traits that you need to have in order for you to profit from Forex.
That's right, that's right. So find someone you can trust, and if you can't trust anyone, send an email to yourself, right? Date it to an hour later or whatever. Then you're gonna make this, entry at a certain price in a time. And once you do that, once you type it up, once you message yourself or anyone or even AI, right? Talk to ChatGPT, whatever, right? Send it to someone, that will have a reply, and you realize that, oh, I'm now thinking about it again in a more logical point of view.
Exactly. I mean, otherwise, come down to our trading academy. We have so many peers here who are so happy to trade with you. We have such helpful instructors, and because we're holding this as, it is a general class, right? Emma, maybe let's shift over to that room over now. Let's see if we can still catch some of them in action. Because as we mentioned again, pound yen is already done. I'm not sure if any of them are still in the Aussie dollar trade.
Well, as you can see, some of them are still around, they're still doing the trades.
Yeah, I mean, take a look, guys. So this is actually live right now in the room opposite of Edmund and I. This is not full attendance, as you can see some empty laptops over there, and you can't see the back row, But this is actually what the trading environment looks like. And if you're looking for a community where you have similar interests and you have a community that will actually be supportive of your learning style, and they actually want to learn as well, I think this is a really, really good place for you to come and experience.
Exactly, right? So find accountability partners, right? If you can't find any, come down to our trading floor and we will definitely help you out, right? We do not lack that for sure.
Yeah, so since Aussie dollar, some of you are still holding on to the trades, maybe we'll take a short break right now and we'll be back again when more action happens.
For sure, for sure. But we'll see you guys later at around maybe say whenever we see a price fluctuation, we'll be back. If not, you will see us after 15 minutes as according to our chart over here. And meanwhile, stay safe.
Trade well.
Trade well. Yep.
Okay, hi, we're back. So earlier on, we were just trying to finish up everything, finishing up the graphs and the charts for today. It seems that we've checked with the traders from the other room as well. Some of them for Aussie dollar, very interestingly, managed to catch the strategy 1. But it's very funny because when the signals came out, right, you really had to react very, very quickly to catch that, because some of them actually also tried to do a strategy 2. And for those who are still in strategy 2 right now, well, their trade hasn't ended, but we are still going to do a concluding session for this, because according to our Orion trade signals for pound yen and Aussie dollar, we are done for the day. Okay, let's see. Okay, so for the pound yen, we'll go with that first. We did a strategy 2 extended, which means that at the TP1 level, we did a sell opposite of the direction of buy, and then when the price spiked up to the TP2, we did one more sell. So we managed to catch it, and once you do, right, you actually profit from your second sell while you break even for your first sell. So very good profit levels today. And even for strategy 1, right, Aussie dollar, you can see that it's a almost perfect strategy 1, I would say, because 5 pips is usually it's not easy to catch at the entry. And near the TP1 levels, let me check, that was about 2-3 pips away. So I guess if you actually took your profit near the TP1, good on you. Both trades are winning trades today according to our strategy. If you are still holding on to your Aussie dollar, maybe you might wanna
hold, right?
Yeah, hold or break even at best, okay? Because the market seems a little stagnant right now, but remember that 3 p.m. We'll pass it to Edmund because he knows what's going on at 3 p.m. Who's gonna open?
We pretty much London,
right?
London market, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna open at that time, and you might experience some volatility, and hopefully it's in that direction. But according to our strategy, we are done for the day, and we wish you all the best if you're still inside the trade. But follow us on a daily basis. Basically every week, every day, we will be running this live stream, and we will be sharing more on the live itself, on how our strategy is being executed. As you can, next week onwards, you will also see Star back on track together with us, and we will expect a bit much more in-depth
explanations, market trend explorations,
exactly.
and analysis from the expert himself.
Yes, exactly. So, well, guys, thanks for joining us, and
We'll see you next week.
Exactly, right? Bye.
Bye.